Trump was just sworn in as the U.S. 47th president on Monday and made several executive orders. Just on the 14th of January, Cubans and peace-loving nations celebrated when President Joe Biden then signed an executive order to remove Cuba from the American list of state sponsors of terrorism. This decision has now been overwritten by President Trump, which the Ministry of International Relations and Cooperation said is disappointing. Executive Director Pindananda stated that Trump's administration against Cuba does not truly symbolize an act to fight international terrorism, but rather an unwarranted tactic to delay normalizing diplomatic relations between the two neighboring nations.
The government of the Republic of Namibia condemns the unfortunate decision by President Donald Trump to reinstate Cuba on the United States of America's list of states that allegedly sponsor international terrorism. The decision by President Trump is not only disappointing, but also runs counter to the belated decision made by the former U.S. President Joe Biden on the 14th of January 2025, when he rightly signed an executive order to remove Cuba from the American list of state sponsors of terrorism. The government of the Republic of Namibia believes that the decision by President Trump and his administration against Cuba does not truly symbolize an act to fight against international terrorism, but rather an unwarranted tactic of delaying normalizing diplomatic relations between the two neighboring nations. As such, the government of the Republic of Namibia encourages dialogue between the United States of America and Cuba, which has the potential to bring a lasting diplomatic solution to their perpetual political differences. The government of the Republic of Namibia further calls on the United States government to maintain a positive and friendly foreign policy towards Cuba so that both countries can live together as good neighbors. International relations must be guided by cooperation and not by threats and unilateral coercive measures.